Highway 281 in Marble Falls, Texas. It's a Saturday morning, and they're lined out the door, waiting to get inside.
Oh, give me a high five, girl.
The skunks won again.
Good job. Yes, that is a good job.
Oh my goodness. Here's some bread to soak up those innards.
Hey Jenny.
Hi, what are you doing?
I'm filming you.
I don't care for that.
Here with John and Belinda Kemper, owners of the Blue Bonnet. Owners since 1981, right?
February 16th, 1981.
So tell us how you came to own the Blue Bonnet.
Well, I used to know the man that owned the Blue Bonnet, Don Bridges, and I was running a country club at the time, and I would come in here to eat breakfast. And Don was wanting to retire, so he kept after me to buy the Blue Bonnet so he could retire. And finally, after he kept trying to convince me of that, Belinda and I decided to buy the Blue Bonnet. That was 30 years ago.
And we're still here.
How'd you guys get in the restaurant business?
That was a fluke. You want to tell the story?
Well, I came home from college one weekend, and my dad told me about the banker in town wanted him to take over and run a resort that had a restaurant and motel. And I told my dad that I would like to do that. So the next day my dad called up and said, "Do you want Cottonwood Resort?" That was the name of the restaurant and motel. I said, "Yeah, I sure do." He said, "Well, quit college and move home and it's your business." So he loaned us $3,000, and that's how we got started in business.
Well, we didn't think we were going to run the restaurant. We had decided, we were going to run the motel and rent sailboats, and we leased the restaurant out, and the people lasted about a month and left in the night, and we took over the next day. And so John and I flipped coins, who was going to go to the kitchen and who was going to work out front. That's kind of how we started.
What's the thing that's really neat about having a business that's 81 years old is that we have actually multi-generations of customers. We'll have grandfathers, great-grandfathers bringing in grandkids and great-grandkids. And you'll hear stories about how I used to come up here and fish with my granddad. Now he's this same person's got his son with him or his grandchild, so that's pretty cool that the business is that old and had that many generations of customers.
Hey, hold on! What are you doing?
We'll all be our normal selves.
Mind your way.
We took over Cottonwood. We were fortunate enough to have a man named Mr. Baker, who was in his 80s, and he had been a baker his entire life. And he actually did these same recipes that we're using today. And he taught me how to make pies, and when we came to the Blue Bonnet, we took those same recipes and started making them here.
For pie, the pie filling?
The pie filling?
Yes.
Hi, Maura.
Hola.
Hola. I'm filming about the pies. How many pies have we made today?
Like 120.
120?
Yes.
I want to watch you.
No, mañana.
I can't. How long have you been making pies at the Blue Bonnet, Mallory? 22 years. 22 years? So you know all the secrets.
Yeah.
And the biscuits.
Tell us the story of Pie Happy Hour.
Well, Glenn and I, we like to hot tub, and we were actually out in the hot tub one night having a margarita. We thought, what is one way that we could build our afternoon business? So one of us came up with the idea.
I think after 2 margaritas, we came up with a happy hour idea.
So we decided, well, wouldn't it be cool to have a happy hour for pie and have it between 3 and 5 when it's a little bit slower. So that's where we started. It's turned into be quite a little business for us in the afternoon. It's kind of hard to put your finger on what makes the Blue Bonnet so special. I like to think it's the employees, because we've got employees that have been here as long as 30 years. And they get to know the customers and treat them like family. So the longevity of being here for that long, and the older customers and the older employees makes the Blue Bonnet really a very special place, and that there aren't many places left like this where traditions and old-time values go hand in hand with business.
This is our office. And this is Marcia. Hi, Marcia. Say hi.
Morning.
How long have you been working at the Blue Bonnet?
16 years this Friday.
Really?
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
congratulations.
Came to help out for the weekend and stayed 16 years.
Good. What's your favorite thing about working at the Blue Bonnet?
People.
The people?
Customers and the employees.
Yeah. What's your least favorite thing?
Oh, I guess getting up at 3 in the morning. I'd rather get up at 5 but have to be here at 5.
Pamela Moore. I've been here 19 years.
Yeah. And what do you do here?
I'm a waitress. The most funniest thing is when one of the waitresses opened up our pie case, took out a can of whipped cream and dropped it, and it exploded and went over this lady's hair and all over her clothes and everything. And John paid for the dry cleaner, but she wasn't happy about her hair. It was funny, very funny.
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you today?
Good.
What are you doing?
I'm filming us.
What
are you doing?
Yes, I'm adding tickets.
This is the kitchen.
Well, my name is Brent Klett. I've been working here at the Blue Bonnet for 17 years. And I came from Dairy Queen. I was there for almost 11 years and didn't initially wanted to be in the restaurant business, but it's grown to be a passion. And once you're in something for so long, it just seems to grow on you. And I just enjoy being here. It's a great place to work, a lot of familiarity with everybody. And my favorite thing is outside of Marcia, our cashier, who's waving over here behind the scenes over here. It's just the people. I just enjoy people. It's just a whole lot of fun. Whether you got to do what needs to be done, and whether it's anywhere from bussing tables to cleaning toilets to working in the kitchen, it's just part of the job.
My name is Pam.
How long have you worked at the Blue Bonnet?
And I've worked here more than half my life.
Half your life?
26 years at least.
Wow.
My most memorable thing is when I pulled that ice cream machine off and I had a whole pie in my hand and I landed on my butt and the ice cream mix was coming toward me and I was kicked back on my butt, but I never did drop that pie.
Buenos dias. You making biscuits or yeast rolls?
Yeast rolls.
long have you been working at the Blue Bonnet?
2 years this time.
2 years this time?
This time.
How many times have you worked at the Blue Bonnet?
2.
2. And you've got other family members who work here, right?
Yes. My mother, my 2 sisters.
And how long did your mom work at the Blue Bonnet?
I think 19 years.
Lois, how long have you been working at the Blue Bonnet?
Almost 14 years.
14 years? How'd you come to the Blue Bonnet?
I've lived in Montreal since '71, and I was always afraid of this place. And so when I finally applied, it was like I should have done it in '71. It's fabulous.
What's your favorite thing about the Blue Bonnet?
Food.
The food?
Yeah.
That's the best part about working here?
My name is Dave Plant. I have been here for a little over 6 years now. I was fortunate enough to meet the owner's daughter one day. She came into my office up in Fort Worth, Texas, looking for a job, and I offered her the job, but shortly thereafter, where we were working closed up, but we had kind of hit it off. We stayed together, and one thing led to another. We got married, and I had the opportunity to come down here and get involved in the family business, so here I am. One thing that might surprise people about the Blue Bonnet is the amount of business that comes through here on a daily basis. We stay pretty busy, and for most restaurants, the volume that we put out, a lot of restaurants I don't think could hang with the amount that we put out. You know, on a busy Saturday, holiday weekend Saturday, we might serve 2,500 people in here, which we seat 185, and when you serve that amount of people, this place doesn't stop. The line starts at 7:30 in the morning and it goes till 8:30 at night. It's pretty amazing to be here that amount of time and see the amount of people that come through here in one day.
I'm Lindsay Plant. I am John and Belinda's oldest daughter. And I am kind of the marketing, advertising, online person for the Blue Bonnet. As a kid, coming here and eating breakfast and seeing Dad working, and I have great memories. A lot of the ladies that work here as waitresses, they worked here when I was a kid, so I've kind of grown up with them. They're kind of an extended family, and it's been really interesting. I worked here when I was in 6th grade.
Tell us about that.
I decided that I wanted a waterbed, and my parents said that I couldn't have one, so I decided, well, I'm going to get one, so I'll work for it. So I came down here and bussed tables for about 6 months and saved all my money, and I bought a waterbed and a leather jacket, and I thought that was the greatest thing ever. So that was kind of my story of how I got started, I guess, in the restaurant business. You know, food brings up memories. It can kind of take you to a place where you've been, and I think people who may not have even come here as a kid can come and eat a chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes and be transported back to maybe grandmother's house or, you know, some special moment in their life. So I think that's part of what makes the Blue Bonnet special. Working with family can sometimes be a little stressful. There's a lot of times when we get together for family events and we start talking shop, and a lot of times my mom just has to say, okay, we're not talking about the Blue Bonnet now. So, you know, there is that kind of, there's not much division between work and family time because we're together a lot and working together a lot, but we all get along very well, you know, and we all respect each other's opinions. I always felt like I would eventually come back to the Blue Bonnet. It was something that I'd always wanted. I didn't imagine it happening as quickly as it did or when it happened, but I'm really glad that we made the choice to come back and be involved, because I can't imagine my life without the Blue Bonnet being in it. It's just kind of a staple thing that I can't imagine someone else having this restaurant or running it. I wanted to be involved.